Let's see.
How's your 2026 been as a whole? Early returns are okay?
Yeah. My Pacers are winning more games than they're losing. So that's nice.
Do you want that?
I don't know anymore. I'm very conflicted.
Okay.
I liked the winning, I must say. It felt better. But yeah, long term,
it does.
Probably not great. I need to probably suffer for this draft pick, I suppose.
Yeah, New Orleans jumped ahead of us here. Even though it doesn't matter for New Orleans. Because Atlanta has their pick, right?
Something like that.
But it doesn't matter.
I mean, I think they're bad. I think that's the reason.
No, well, they're just like regular bad. We're strategically bad.
Man,
right?
It doesn't matter. It's not like top 3 protected or anything. Their pick just goes to Atlanta. That's so bad.
That's what it looks like for me on Tankathon.
Oh, no.
All right. Want to record a show?
Sure. It sounds good to me.
All right. We're here.
Might as well. Just might as well hit record and see what happens.
Yeah, so just prepare to...
It'll be great.
It'll be perfect. Yeah, so just prepare to...
Y'all motherfuckers don't watch us play throughout the year, to tell you the truth. I'm gonna be real with you, and I don't care if I get fined.
I got my sweet jerk with them. Shoes on.
That train is off the track.
I feel like you can't just like jump through Neptune and be okay.
Just prepare to...
What the show needs is more dogs and bears and chickens and stuff.
Yeah, so just prepare to be awash in unbeatable goodness.
Welcome, Pacers fans. You were listening to the Undebeatables, your semi-weekly Pacers podcast. Today is Sunday, January 18th, 2026, and this is episode 801. Coming to you from Indianapolis, Indiana. I'm your host, Joey Gaffrida, the man behind the dials. This show, we're going to discuss a 2-2 week of Pacers basketball with games against Boston, Toronto, New Orleans, and Detroit. Joining me this show is one of our analysts. You know what? We're still coast to coast. Like buttered toast, right?
Ish.
From Asheville, North Carolina. He's our in-house bartender, mixing up the drinks and the crappy jingles. And he's got that big tank energy. John Colson.
What is up, Pacer Nation? What's up, Joe? Did we shout out Harper's birthday last week? Shout out to the Enforcer.
We did, but we could do it again.
Yeah, happy birthday to him. That happened this last week. And sorry we're missing him and Jason. Just a 2-man today.
Yeah, just the two of us.
Just the two of us. Make it if we try. Just the two of us. That's all I know.
Before the singing portion of the show starts, if you want to support us,
everybody's already
head over.
Stopped listening because I started singing.
If they did like a 15-second skip, maybe they hear this part.
Okay.
So you can head over to patreon.com/undebeatables and support us for as little as $1 per month. Thanks to everybody who's done that. Helps pay our costs. We've got another anniversary coming up here soon, and that's also when the some of the bills are due. So thanks for everyone to help us.
Yeah,
cover
when's
those.
our anniversary? It's like now, right?
It's got to be real soon. I'll find that here. We were looking at it last week, and it's Tuesday.
Okay,
the 20th.
So right after this comes out.
Yeah. So the 2013 is what I've got down as our start date. So January 20th, 2013. So
I'm bad at math.
We did some math.
13 years. And
13 years of
14
podcasting
seasons.
about. Yeah, because we were, mid-season we started. So
yeah, that's
wild.
wild.
So Yeah, it is wild. So if you want to support us, the longest running Pacers podcast for 13 years.
Or wait, is it 12 years and 13 seasons?
Well, no, I think this would be 13 years, right?
I'm bad at math.
I mean,
when you turn 13 years old, it's just 12 years, right? You've lived 12 years, or have you lived 13 years?
no, you've lived 13
You've lived
years.
13 years. I guess that's...
So if you want to go over to patreon.com/undebeatables and you can help us pay for some math tutoring. And he's our stats guy, I think. You're a math or it's the lower level math that gets you. You're living usually like you're in the fourth dimension normally. In this, when you slow down, you seem confused. But
Yeah, I'm
in
normally
your
playing
element.
4-dimensional chess.
Right, 4D chess, and when you're doing things like comparing 5-man rotations, when you got enough variables, like you can keep engaged. But I think when it's just like, I don't know, what's 26 minus 13,
Right.
you just kind of check out.
It's like
right?
all the spinning plates stop and they just crash.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. So you gotta keep your mind palace lubed up, So you do that in the fourth dimension.
Lube the Mind Palace, huh?
Don't make that the title, please.
I think that might be the title, buddy.
Oh, no. All right, team. Well, we had 4 games of basketball this week. First one, Monday, January 12th, at home versus the Boston Celtics, and the Pacers win in an exciting game against the Celtics. Exciting finish. Pascal Siakam, 21 points, looking fantastic. Jay Huff, 20 from him, 13 from Nemhard. Johnny Furphy with the start and 4 points. Jarris Walker, 11 off the bench. We'll talk about this a little bit more. Second game of the week, Wednesday, January 14th. Pacers still at home against the Toronto Raptors and got crushed.
Yeah, not as good.
115-101. Still good performances by Siakam. It's basically he does every night. 26 from him. Nemhard, 14 points. Quinn Jackson off the bench, 14. Looking pretty sweet. And Jarris Walker, again, contributing 11 points. But we had no answers for Brandon Ingram, Scotty Barnes. Scotty Barnes, I think, was just like picking us apart. And freaking Grady Dick. 21 points. Anyway, third game of the week, Friday, January 16th. Pacers still at home. And they beat the Pelicans, who, boy, Pelicans, they're just regular bad. They're bad. We won 127-119.
We owed them one. They shellacked us when we were in New Orleans.
Yeah. But, they got a taste of that sweet, Midwest life. And,
They stayed out late.
they don't. No, they went to bed early.
Okay.
And their bodies didn't know what to do,
Sure.
They rejected it. But Zion Williamson still, this guy's pretty good.
Yeah.
27 for him. But you know who we got to score 27? Again, Pascal Siakam. And career high, Jay Huff, 29 points. Nemhard chipping in 19. And Neesmith with 12. Last game of the week, Saturday, January 17th. Pacer fans, if you watch this game, I am sorry. We lost 121-78. Colson, you mentioned, I think this was the 5th worst point differential in team history. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. Tied for 5th.
Tied for 5th.
Yeah.
So
now, in our defense, we decided to not play any of our players. It was the second night of a back-to-back. we were going into conference leading Detroit Pistons house. And so everybody got a little banged up. Everybody needed a break. And we didn't have anybody that play. So that's what happened there.
I know Ben Shepherd, and I know he started this game.
Yeah, and Jarris Walker did. He was our leading scorer with 13 points. Yeah, not a great show. I mean, this was pretty. It was like 17-2 when I turned it on. So,
you know whose name I see on this? Isaiah Jackson.
So he's back from his concussion protocol. So that's good.
How do you think he looked out there? 10 points for him.
Yeah, I mean, he was dunking.
Efficient shooting.
It was good. I loved it. Got some rebounds. Looked all right. Nobody looked great in this game. Cam Jones was 1 of 10. Ethan Thompson was 3 of 13. Quentin Jackson was 3 of 10.
We shot 35% for the evening.
Yeah. And they shot
23 from the range.
Almost 50%. So, including 47% from the range. That's also what happened to us in that Raptors game. Now, granted, we had all of our players, but we shot like 35% in that game. I think less than that. Let me look it up. Yeah, they shot 49% and we shot 38%. Mainly just shooting. We couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. Although we were down 19 at the half and dragged our way all the way back. We were within 4 with, I'd say, about 4 minutes to go. And
yeah,
it was getting exciting, and I was all geared up, and then they just closed the door on us. It takes a lot to get back, and they just hit a couple 3-pointers in a row, and it was all over. I know that Pascal wants to beat Toronto every time we play him. He put up 23 shots in this game. 10 rebounds. You know, you said it, but he's been great. He's been great all season. He was great all week. He hits the game winner against Boston, which was a huge win. Yep. Boston's the number 2 team in the East. Now, granted, they didn't play their players. Jaylen Brown was out, and we know that Tatum's out. But Derek White and Peyton Pritchard came to play, so did Anthony Simons, and went down to the wire, and Siakam does a wonderful fake post up spin, dip into the lane for a little kind of scoop shot. Goes in with a couple seconds left. It's great, good stuff. And you'll recall that Siakam two nights before had hit the game winner against Charlotte. So, God, he is the only thing. He's hit 3 game winners this season, I think. So
seems good.
Yeah. So otherwise, we'd only have 7 wins.
So yeah, we did sit a bunch of the players that you may recognize against Detroit. But so what do you think about Jay Huff's 29-point outburst? I
mean, I'm not so sure it's an outburst anymore. I mean, I think Jay Huff is one of the reasons we beat Boston too. I mean, they just didn't plan for a big dude to dunk on them a bunch. And Huff's hitting enough 3-pointers that you've got to honor that, and he's just dribbling by people and getting a lot of dunks. I mean, I'm seeing him on dunk of the night lists all the time. I don't know, 3 of 6 from the range, but a lot of it's just, they're passing it to him near the basket. He's tall enough to just grab it and put it in. I think he's been great for us. Would you like him to be slightly more consistent? Sure, but I don't think this 29-point outburst so much as an extension of the good work he's been doing. We need Siakam to do what Siakam does, right? You need him to put up 25 or more, essentially, for us to be able to win a game. And then you need Nembhard to give you, between 15 and 25. And then you need a third scorer. And that was Mathurin for for this recipe to work on some of those games earlier in the season. But Matherin's been out for a while now, and if Jay Huff steps into the void as that third scorer, we can actually win games. We had won 4 of 5 there, Joe, for a team that was the worst team in the league, or was. We're starting to string some wins together. I think that's part of the reason why we needed to let the young guys develop and play against Detroit. Second night of the back-to-back, it's just going against the best team. It's a lost cause sort of thing. But also, maybe we're winning too much. Maybe we just take our foot off the gas a little bit.
I mean, yeah, we, I know, this, but we, with a lot of the same guys, we were in the finals last year. So, we clearly have a good core. And, if left unattended and not properly managed, these guys are going to win basketball games. And it's going to come back to bite us.
Well, I mean, this is, it's coming at the time that Neesmith came back from his injury. This is the same thing that happened to us last year. We were a mediocre team. Neesmith and Nimhard come back, and suddenly we play defense, and suddenly there's more energy. His coming back this year from injury has done the same thing for us. We've started winning these games since
last year. We were mediocre. We're not mediocre this year.
We are not. You're correct. We are miserable.
We are horrendous.
Yeah. But last year we had Halliburton to win some games for us or whatever.
And what has he done for us this year? Look
good
good on the sidelines.
You calling out our leader, are you? What have you done for us lately?
Yeah.
But yeah, Neesmith is just incredibly important to what we do. And when you watch him, he just plays at a different speed and a different level than everybody else. He just, he's so competitive. He getting on the floor. He's getting the loose balls. There was a jump ball in the New Orleans game. And the dude was 3 inches taller than him, and he still won the jump. He's that guy.
I love watching him play so much. He's so intense, and I just feel like he does the right thing. His shot's not falling right now real well,
yeah,
but they're not bad shots. He's making the right shots, and that'll come. But he still does all that other stuff that doesn't, that's not subject to the wind tunnel. He still plays defense. He still moves the ball well.
Yeah,
he does all the little things.
And that Toronto game on our comeback in that second half, it was just really nice to watch the guys. I mean, they were playing the way that you remember that we're supposed to play, And Furphy, we talked about this last week, has found himself in the starting lineup. And part of the reason is because he's really developing into a guy that you can trust. He's going out and getting tough rebounds. He's, there's a little bit of hot potato, but he's also, if he gets the ball, he's ready to shoot. I would say,
yeah.
I'd say about 70% of the time now. There's still time where he looks like, oh my God, I don't want this thing,
Yeah.
But I just think, he's really turned himself into an asset because he's hustling. He's doing the right things. And, so shout out to Furphy, and shout out to a team that, I guess has gone 4 of 6 in their last, or 4 and 2 in their last 6. Is that right?
Yeah, but they are also 4 and 6. They won 4 of the last 10.
But that's 40% of our wins in 2 weeks of basketball. So shout out.
So you're saying 40% of the time it works all the time.
This is going to be a brutal road trip. We're on a 5-game road swing. And I expect us to lose most of them. So that might bring us down to earth a little bit. And if it doesn't, I'm sure that we'll have some more rest for guys.
Yeah, there's always enough rest to go around this year.
Yeah, we're playing the Sixers tomorrow on Martin Luther King Day. That's when this comes out, I guess. And then we're playing at Boston on Wednesday, and at Thunder on Friday. So that's a pretty rough stretch.
How do you think Boston's going to react? You think they're going to come out swinging?
I mean, I assume they're not going to roll over, but their coach was very mad about our last play. He, during the press conference, answered every question with illegal screen because he felt that Siakam had set an illegal screen before he got the ball to hit the game winner. So I'm assuming that there is plenty for their whiteboard to come back and be unhappy with us.
Did they think about maybe playing better throughout the game so they weren't in that situation? Did he bring that up? I didn't watch it.
They weren't ready for the Huffisons, I think, is the main reason.
Ooh. Well,
And I mean, we
like that's
really
on them.
were doing a great job. Nimhard was doing a great job of getting the mismatch. Was with Derek White on Siakam, and Derek White's an excellent defender. He's been on all defensive teams, but he gives up about a foot on Siakam. So Siakam just kept leaning back and hitting shots.
what do we got coming up for next week?
Yeah. So how do you
You
feel
mentioned-
about going on the road for the 76ers, Boston, and the Thunder? Do you think we can get a win out of that? Is there a win in that?
And then the road trip goes on to the next week too in Atlanta as well. I mean, I think next week, I think all of these teams are probably motivated to beat us, like specifically against us. They all have their personal vendettas, and I don't know that we have the firepower to take them on right now. So I think that
You're saying this is going to be a Paul George revenge game?
Yeah, and then what's his name still over there? Who's our old coach? Is he still there? Who's our old assistant coach that was swept out?
Oh, our defensive coach,
Dan
Burke.
Dan Burke.
He was our defensive coordinator for 20 years. Yeah, is he still in
Yeah,
Philly? Okay.
he left there and went to Detroit.
Ooh. No wonder Detroit's playing well.
Yeah, no kidding.
I mean, he is a guru for sure.
He is. What about you? What do you think we're gonna do on this?
I assume we're going to lose all three of these games. I think we might be able to pick up that Atlanta game at the end of this, maybe, but maybe not. We're not exactly a killer road team. Do we have 2 wins on the road this year? Yeah. So, not expecting to pick up the third necessarily in the next couple weeks. I now predict us to win 26 games.
Okay.
So,
What did you have us at before?
well, we're on pace right now for, I think, 18 games. So I'm just saying that we're better than our pace.
I see.
I think we'd go like 16 and 23. Like, I think that's close to 500.
Right. I feel like that's my worst case scenario, isn't it? Like,
Probably. That will not put us in the losingest teams if we hit 26 wins.
it's kind of the problem, right?
Yeah, but 26 wins also won't put us in the play-in tournament, I don't think. I mean, the East is bad, but it's not that bad. I don't know. We're gonna get Obi Toppin back here in February. Like you said, our guys went to the finals. They're pretty good when we're all healthy. We're gonna win about half of our games. So maybe Siakam will go down for a rest. You know. And there's still quite a bit of chatter about, maybe moving on from Matherin, because we didn't sign him to the extension this offseason. So he is a restricted free agent at the end of the year. I don't think we have the stomach to offer him about $25 million, which I think is what they're saying he's seeking. If somebody else offers him that, I'm not sure we'll match it. But and we saw what happened with Miles Turner. We had a number that we weren't really going to go over. They said we would have gone over, but we didn't have time to match it. But 22 or whatever he ended up getting was more than we were comfortable with. And I think that's going to be the case here. So if you don't want him to walk away for nothing, you kind of have to trade him, or you put yourself at risk and putting yourself in the same situation that we were with Miles Turner, which is thinking you're bringing him back and then getting scooped.
Well, I mean, he went into a much better situation in Milwaukee, so it's a win-win, right?
Sure, worked out great for him.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does get a massive paycheck every couple weeks
to make it better.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see what's going on in Milwaukee? Did you see Giannis? This week he was playing the Timberwolves in Milwaukee, and his team was getting beat pretty bad, and the fans started booing him, or booing the team, and so he started booing his fans back. He then said a lot of things like, "Hey, I've given you a championship. I've given you my heart and soul, and you're really gonna boo me?" Like, I think he took it pretty personally. So you now have a rift between your best player, your franchise, and your fans. It's not a good thing.
Not great.
It's not great.
They are right now, boy, they are out of the play-in. They're 17-24. Only 4 spots ahead of us. It seems like the way things shook out was that this Pacers-Milwaukee, not trade, but the relationship it's a zero-sum game. We're all losers here. We were both way better last year.
Yes,
and our spite, our hatred for each other has hurt both of us.
I think it's hurt the Bucks more. We are definitely in their head.
No, I think it has too.
They can't get past us in the playoffs, even when we're the lower seed, which has been the case 2 of the last 3 years that we beat them.
We have a future, and I would argue that they have less than that.
They also have a ring very recently, and we do not. So there's that.
That's true. But I have something to wake up to every day. And that's things being better.
Do you think... they would never trade Giannis unless he asked, and it doesn't sound like Giannis wants to ask because he's concerned about his relationship or how he's seen by his fans, although maybe he's a little more open to it after getting booed. Or maybe it's just the heat of the moment.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, it's not just that. I mean, that's like a bigger thing, like sort of asset wise for the Bucks. I mean, he's gonna land somewhere, and he's obviously a big enough name to be, end up pretty much wherever he wants. And so, the concern I think is for the Bucks. Like, Giannis is gonna be in a good situation, like kind of no matter what. So.
Well, I mean, there is rumors too that the Milwaukee is just gonna go real hard and try to give him some more help, and so probably make some poor decisions like they did with signing Miles Turner, right? Which is,
but yeah, I mean they cut into the future with that with that signing, right? And so they're less flexible than they were when they picked up the 10-5 to replace Damian Lillard,
right?
So they're in a worse spot than they were. So like I mean, you can trade away future draft picks.
Yep, and then
but they have less flexibility than they did. Mm-hmm. And so, I mean, I get, it's like if you want to keep him there, but he wanted more help, and I mean, they're worse than they were.
The grass is not always greener, Miles Turner.
Especially if you go north, it's it's cold there.
It is colder. Also, it seems like maybe Ja Morant is real unhappy with the coach and his teammates. They were just in London, or was it Germany? And he was the big name promoted, and he didn't play. So there's a lot of rumors that he's on his way out. And I guess Kuminga has demanded a trade from the Warriors. So there's probably going to be some movement here the next couple weeks. Do you want any Ja Morant?
No, I don't want Ja Morant. Like, I did his first couple years. I was on that hype train. I was excited, but then no, not anymore. That guy is trouble in the locker room. He's trouble off the court. Like if he had some people around him, like if Jamal Tinsley was here, I'd say sure, bring him in. We can. Sure. He can have an accountability partner in him.
Sure.
But
well, apparently he's fired multiple agents, and now he just represents himself, which is always good bet on yourself, but
whatever about.
It seems like maybe you don't play well with others.
Yeah, it seems like there's a common denominator here, and he may be a problem.
Yeah.
Just saying, maybe. I don't know. Yeah, no, but the stuff, the off the court stuff earlier was enough for me. It's like I don't want this guy around.
Yeah.
Nah, I'm okay without that. And then, yeah, legitimately, like it seems like, he's probably not good for a team. We have a good team chemistry, and well, let me ask you this side question, but related. We've had one knucklehead rule. Mm-hmm. Who's our knucklehead right now? Do we have a knucklehead?
I don't know that we do. I don't think we really have a knucklehead.
I don't think we do either.
Yeah. Is that part of the problem? We need somebody in there to rile us up.
The closest would be Matherin, and I would not consider him a knucklehead.
I wouldn't either.
He talks a lot, but like it's not. It's just trash talk. It's not anything stupid. I don't know. I don't think that's a problem. Also, maybe this year they said, "Hey, we don't want a knucklehead. We don't want that X factor." To it's good for a couple wins.
So you're saying they're not bringing in Lance?
I've not heard anything, but
okay.
We've got a Lance Slack channel where I post all my Lance news in there.
And you haven't.
You seem to know and not.
Nothing's happening.
Hey, I've got a stat of the week for you.
Really? I love stats of the week.
Did you know that?
Joey, stat of the week.
This week, stat of the week is the number 100. I know what you're thinking, Colson. You look at me like, this guy, he's always keeping it 100, and it's kind of self-serving for me.
Okay.
To brag about it.
Is that what I was thinking?
I mean, I can see it right on your face. But this year is the Harlem Globetrotters' 100th year.
Oh, my.
I think that's amazing. So we got to see them play on Saturday at the Fieldhouse. This time, they took on the Washington Generals.
Oh, really?
You won't believe it. But
really?
You won't believe it, but they narrowly escaped with a win.
Narrowly, huh?
Yep. So it was great. They were fun as always. We went the previous year too, and it was just as fun.
They've been doing this since 1926.
Yeah, baby.
Is that possible? So they predate.
Yeah, they've been doing it.
Predate the NBA.
Yeah. Because
they're only at a 75th anniversary.
Yep, they are older than that. Yeah, you're right. You are not wrong there.
That's amazing. Well, shout out Harlem Globetrotters.
Yeah, so it was super fun as always. And they had, let's see, I think his name was Hallie Bryant. He was there, and he, I believe that's who who the guest was, but he was on the team for like 27 years. He was from Indianapolis, played on the team for a very long time, played for the Hoosiers, won a Big Ten championship there, but he is the oldest living Globetrotter. He's from Indy.
Okay, so he wasn't part of the original group. He's not like 100.
Not 100 years ago. No.
Yeah.
He's like 120 or whatever. No,
Okay,
no.
yeah.
He was born, I think, in the 40s.
Okay. So he didn't play. He just was there.
Yeah, he did not play. He was in a wheelchair and needed some assistance. So,
Okay.
But I also believe that a former Globetrotter could do that in an entertaining way. They could do, they could make something. They could figure something out. They
Sure.
do all sorts of crazy stuff out there. So shout out again to Connie who took us, and it was very fun. It's just a very fun, positive atmosphere.
Sure.
They're there for the fans. You ever seen them live?
I have as a younger man, for sure. It's been a while.
Okay.
I definitely went to see them a couple times.
Yeah.
I remember getting cotton candy and watching them.
Oh yeah. We almost lost my boy to the cotton candy because we had other snacks, but he wanted the cotton candy real bad, and we were up against like a railing, and he was fine where he was, but it was like in a cartoon when like you follow your nose to like the pie cooling in the window or whatever, and
Sure.
he was like kind of leaning over the rail a little bit more than anyone was comfortable with to get a few inches closer to the guy who was not that close to him.
Okay.
Selling the cotton candy. So he did okay, but wasn't what I was looking for.
Sure. Well, I'm glad he's okay.
Yeah. No, he always had a great time. In fact, he was so excited before the game. We had lunch with the family, and Connie was asking. She's like, can I give you a hug? No.
Mm.
Do you want to do this with me? No. Do you want to do this? No. Do you want to see the Globetrotters? Yes. So that's all he wanted. That's all he wanted.
And now he's started playing basketball, right? So he's going to join.
He started playing basketball.
Once he gets his dribble down, I'm sure they'll be asking him to play.
Yeah, once he can dribble it. I mean, basically, once he can dribble it twice in a row, then, I'm assuming straight to Harlem with him.
Yeah, I would assume so. Yeah.
No, he's an enterprising young guy. I mean, he could make it work. He's lovable.
Sure.
I think he's camera friendly. What do you call photogenic? Like,
Yeah. I'm sure that he could get some people to help him dunk. Just throw him at the basket, Well, we'll we'll submit a resume, I suppose.
do that.
See what we can get.
It is interesting, kind of being in that building with just fewer fans. Like there was a lot of people there, but it's not the same as as being there like in the a Pacers playoff game or a Fever regular season game. Where it's packed to the teeth, which is just kind of nice sometimes, where you're not, shoulder to shoulder.
Yeah.
A little more relaxing.
It seemed like the place was pretty full. I mean, maybe not sellouts, but for a team that's only got 10 wins this season, it seemed like this road trip, or not this road trip, this homestand had pretty good turnouts, which is great.
No. People still like the team. People still love the Pacers.
Yeah.
People go to games. The last game I went to was on New Year's. Last one we went to was on New Year's Eve, and it was mostly full.
Yeah. Well, Joe, I thought your stat of the week was going to be something else, so I'm going to do my stat of the week.
John's.
Stat of the week.
Okay.
My number is 3,000.
We're talking about Andre, huh? All right.
T.J. McConnell the most pacery pacer ever. Passed 3,000 assists coming off the bench. He is only the second player in NBA history to accomplish that goal. So that's pretty impressive.
Like being a non-starter?
Yeah. To
that-
a non-starter.
coming off the bench.
Because if he starts a game and gets an assist, it wouldn't count, right? So,
Oh, okay.
yeah. So it's not just how many assists he has. It's
Okay.
assists off the bench.
Okay, so specifically games where he does not start.
He
Okay,
doesn't
that's
start
cool.
that often, but, he has started
Right,
before.
right.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
Second most bench assists in NBA history. Not bad, huh?
That's really cool.
That's really cool.
I still think the bench stuff is like a weird thing where it's like you're not quite good enough to start.
Well,
But-
do you know who's number one in this list?
Number one non-starter assist giver. Well, because the thing is, most of the guys, when I think of like six man, it's always a scoring guy. So who's somebody? Oh, it's Ginobili.
No, that's an excellent guess, but it's Lou Williams. It is one of the guys that was Sixth Man of the Year all the time,
Oh, okay.
Um,
Okay.
and
How's it not
you know,
Ginobili?
because it's not Ginobili. I don't know. Ginobili started enough,
All right.
Um,
Yeah.
But the Lou Williams was good enough to start. Ginobili is good enough to start. They did it for the team. Lou Williams didn't necessarily work in a system. He was better as a scoring punch off the bench, sort of thing.
Yeah.
TJ McConnell could start in this league, but he also has
For sure.
a height disadvantage. It's probably better for him to come off the bench and be a change of pace guy. And he runs a gazillion miles per hour. He's trying to steal every inbounds pass. Like, him playing 36 minutes, I don't know if he can sustain it. He's more of a give
That's
you
true.
20 minutes at max effort.
Maximum effort, as a
right.
wise man once said.
But shout out,
Wait, I think that was Deadpool. Shout out to McConnell and shout out to Andre 3000 because I like Outkast.
shout out. Lou Williams has 3,262 career assists as a reserve. So McConnell could probably break that.
Do you have a further list?
Let's see. It's AI says Manu Ginobili and Jamal Crawford are also on that list. I don't have the list in front of me. I think it's
That meets the smell test, though.
JJ Barea is number 3.
Okay.
Manu Ginobili is number 4. Jamal Crawford's number 5.
Is this the real answer or the AI answer?
This is the real answer. And then
Okay.
Earl Watson. Everybody remembers Earl Watson. Michael Cooper.
Yeah, sure.
Ish Smith. Vinny
Okay.
Johnson from the old Bad Boys days. And then former Pacer DJ Augustine is number 10.
Oh yeah, that dude was a bench point guard.
And former coach Nate McMillan, number 12, with 1,902 bench points. So, there you go. Travis Best, number 23. He was solely off the bench until his last season and a half with us.
Seems like we have a type. All right, Colson. What else you got for us? Anything? You good to go?
Yeah, I mean,
Any
I
final
think
thoughts?
Concerned about trade deadline. I don't love losing guys that I like, and usually to get somebody you got to trade somebody. So I'd be fine if this trade deadline went by quietly. Although it's hard to justify not making some change since we've been so bad. But I'm also a little concerned about winning too many games because if you're gonna be this bad, you need to get something for it. Hoping we get ourselves a top 4 pick still. So keep winning, guys, but not too much. My theory that we'd win 26 games, I feel like would be like, I don't know, the 6th or 7th worst record in the league, and then hopefully we'd still get kicked into that top 4. Is the idea?
Well, I'd rather not.
Okay, well, you're gonna have a lot more games with guys are resting then, because I'm telling you, with Neesmith and Obi Toppin coming back, we're just too good.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get these L's in now before everyone's back up to speed.
I wouldn't worry about it this week, buddy. I think you're going to get all the L's you want.
Perfect. Also, let's be clear. I just hate the whole. I hate the whole thing. I hate the tanking. I hate the system. It's the system, man. Like
okay.
the system that rewards losing.
Okay, so what would you like instead?
I want the
wheel?
Promotion and relegation.
Oh, okay. Relegation's a great idea.
Send them to the G League.
So the bottom 2 teams in each conference, or just the worst 2 teams overall?
Yeah, and sometimes some leagues do like they'll say like maybe the bottom 2 teams definitely get sent, and then the third team, like the bottom from third and top from third and like the bottom, they maybe they have a 1-game playoff or something like that. If it's like so there's like 2 teams, if you're top 1 or 2, you're definitely in to go up, and if you're third place, you play somebody who's near the bottom, kind of thing. So that's it's extra excitement, kind of for free.
So we'd get a G League team coming up. So like the Mad Ants could end up being in the NBA for in the next year or something.
Yeah, I mean it's here's the thing is it's just racked with problems because of the way the whole system is set up, right? Like, so yeah, the Pacers own the Mad Ants and the Pacers. So, also the problem is if it's not set up from the start, the owners will never vote for it. So like, It's not practical at this point.
Why would you want to vote for your team making less money?
They would never do that.
Right.
So it's already set up in a way that it benefits them. And so they're not going to vote against their own interests. So it's not going to happen, but it just gets rid of you're incentivized to lose if you're in a certain, if you're bad, you're incentivized to be worse.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is if you're bad, you need some help. Your team should, should get a good player because your team was bad.
Well, maybe they should get some good scouts and spend some money on paying good players.
Okay.
It's called bootstraps, John, and you grab yourself by them.
Look, if
rich get richer, John.
If we could get a top 4 player and bring back the team and everybody's healthy, we're going to be a problem for the league next year. I'm not saying we're going back to the finals, but I'm thinking we're going to be real competitive.
Yeah, I think that, picking up a player of that caliber and then health just in general. We've been just decimated by injuries.
Yeah. So do you think Siakam's playing this much to see if he can get an all-star berth, and if he doesn't, he's going to start taking some games off?
Shut him down?
Or do you think he wants to try to get an all-NBA nod? You got to get at least 65 games to do that.
I mean, I think he's probably going to want to hit that minimum regardless, I would think. But I think you could kind of make that call later in the season where if he's not in the discussion for those things, the All-Star game is earlier, but if it's close to the end, no one's talking about him, then that guy's you just shut it down and don't get that. Bring him back for next year when we've got a healthy Halliburton and a healthy Neesmith and a healthy Nemhard, a healthy Jay Huff, who's, I'm guessing,
who knows? And hopefully a healthy top draft pick.
Yes.
Shout out to Siakam. He's just been such a workhorse and deserves all the praise. And he's moving up my top 25 list. Just the yeoman's work he's doing. It's great.
Was he on the top 25?
He just made it after the game winner.
Oh, yeah.
Like earlier in the season.
Oh, okay. And who did you? I think you said this, but who did he kick off?
I think it was Oladipo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oladipo wasn't really long. He wasn't there long enough. I don't think he was. He was there on our team, and he was a bright star.
He was an instrumental
Pacers
player
for
a certain amount of time.
A very short period of time.
But he was also, one of my favorite Pacer teams of all time. He was the best player. So it was that 15-16 team.
Right.
It's fantastic.
And you loved his interest in the Goofy movie. I remember you were very keen on that.
Yeah. And he sang all the time.
Oh, yeah. He sang dirty songs.
Yeah, he did.
Baby-making songs.
Yeah, he got kicked off for Siakam.
All right. I have no qualms with that. Not that I have a vote.
I mean, actually, that's true. I respect your opinion as my friend and as an analyst.
I think I do have some influence over your list. I think Lance maybe gets preferential treatment because of me.
It definitely helps that you love him so much, but he did. He was on one of my favorite teams of all time, which was that 15-16 team. He left and came back twice.
Yeah.
When you're getting the team into the playoffs with his hustle and play.
Yeah, he came back and the team made the playoffs because of him.
Yeah, because of him. Yeah. He's fantastic.
They didn't want to go.
Right. And he just dragged him kicking and screaming.
He's like, yeah, I don't care about that. He's like, they love me here. The fans are going to go nuts. The fans got my back, and they'll cheer for you if you help me win.
It's so part of it is your connection with Lance. Part of it is the whole city's connection with Lance.
There was like a leadership crisis with that team because it was his team, and it shouldn't have been. All right, John, let's get out of here. I want to thank the listener for hanging out with us, and we'll be back with you. We'll be back with you next week. Until then, you can find us on social media. We are on Facebook, facebook.com/The Undebeatables. We're on Twitter at Undebeatables. We're on Facebook. TheUndebeatables.com is a contact form there. You can use that to send us a message. And shout out at TheUndebeatables.com and at the website /store for merchandise.
For the architect, Donnie Walsh, and for the Pacers' first couple, Nancy and Bobby Sick-Leonard. Turn out the lights, the party's over.
That was a little more straightforward than I expected.
You want me to go off the rails, did you?
No, I'm happy with you. You know, you can't go off the rails every night.
I mean, yes, I can.
You know, that's no way to live your life. You know. So you're saying you do want John Morant?
Yeah, I'm all in. Hey, if we don't have to give anything up, I'll probably take him.
I'd take a free Morant.
Yeah,
but
free Morant is great.
You've been wearing those shirts that say free Morant. I don't know. I never understood why.
Like, also, I don't really want Kuminga, but if he was free, I'd take him.
I struggle with basically anybody that demands a trade because I just assume it's going to happen again to us.
Yeah.
Not every time, but a lot of times I feel like, hey, these guys like each other. They're playing, not this year, but they're playing well. They'll play well again. Keep the band together. I like having the same guys around.
Yeah, me too. And the core of our team is still on the underside of their prime, right? I mean, they're not
Yeah.
quite. What do we talk about at 26 to 32? Like these guys are all around 24, 25, 26, 27. We're gonna be good for a while if we keep the band together.
What's your prime podcasting years? Those are your prime, like, athletic years, but prime podcasting years.
Sure. I mean,
We're well past that, right?
well, yeah, one would assume that we got better after 3 years, maybe 4, and then probably ran out of steam about a year after that. So,
Okay. So for 9-ish years, we've just been on the decline.
yeah, we're hanging on. We're just getting a
The
paycheck
slow
right now.
shamble into obscurity.
We're quiet quitting.
Quiet quitting. Is it weird that I did a quiet quit on my passion project?
Yeah. I keep coming into work. No one's paying me. I keep coming in, doing the least amount that's required.
For the thing you do for fun.
That's right. Hey, I'm watching these really
I'm gonna
sad
go look in the mirror
games.
for a while. Okay.
Oh man. Yeah, you said at the beginning if you watch that Detroit game, God bless you.
Yeah, it's a thing that, like, those blowout games are just. They're not coming back.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, I watched the Raptors game all the way through, and we did make it interesting.
Yeah,
A 20-point lead in this league is not what it used to be.
but a 40-point league is what it used
40
to be.
points is still what it used to be, I think.